Hi guys, welcome back to the Daily News Roundup, the episode where we look into the latest news doing the rounds over the past 24 hours. And we're going to start with this one from thescotsman.com, which is talking about the lowest price ever for the PlayStation 5 Standard Slim console on Amazon. So the article goes on to say, shop around for long enough and you might see the slim version of the PlayStation 5 Standard Edition console for £389. That's because some retailers are knocking £90 off the £479.99 price for a limited time. However, if you log on Amazon today, you'll see it for just £384.95, and that's the lowest price it's ever been according to the price trackers. The popular slim PlayStation 5 is a sleeker, more compact version of the original console, but it still packs the same powerful performance. The article goes on to say it features a 1TB SSD for faster load times and comes with a detachable disk drive, giving you the flexibility between physical and digital games. As always, you know me by now, guys. I'm always trying to find you and get you access to any discounts or deals that are out there at the moment. So if you're after the PlayStation 5 Slim Standard Edition, currently on Amazon it is £384.95. So go and check that out, guys, if you're interested in that console at the moment. But just if I can just gain you to just hold on for just a second, I've got some more PlayStation news regarding consoles. This comes from Gaming Bible, and it talks about PlayStation users can grab a PlayStation 5 Pro for less than £20 in the new offer. So basically, the article goes on to say, getting a hold of the latest console is no easy feat, with hardware costing more and more as the years go by. Not only that, but with games also expected to welcome a price increase, gaming has become an even more expensive hobby, which combined with a cost of living crisis is making it difficult for people to justify the costs. With both the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro requiring you to spend hundreds of pounds, any little helps, and luckily this scheme will see you able to kick back and relax with the Sony consoles for less than £20. So the article then goes on to say that this scheme is known as Flex and comes courtesy of a collaboration between Sony and Raylo. And put simply, it allows users to lease a PlayStation console for a set fee every month. With Flex, you can lease a PlayStation 5 with no upfront cost on a super flexible monthly rolling plan that you can cancel any time, the PlayStation website explains. Choose a 12, 24 or 36 month term to enjoy even lower monthly payments. Upgrade to the latest PlayStation 5 console and cutting edge accessories like the PSVR 2 with just a few clicks. As a result, those interested will be able to lease a PlayStation 5 digital console for $9.95 a month, or even the PlayStation 5 Pro console for as little as $17.99 a month. Additionally, you can rent bundles including the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition console with Forza Horizon 5 for $12.49 a month. You can see the full list of deals here, but ultimately leasing the console will allow you to get stuck into the latest PlayStation games without having to splash out on your very own full price console. Not only that, but when Sony releases the next generation of console, reportedly the PlayStation 6, you'll be able to upgrade your current console if you wish to continue leasing. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention, guys. I think you could kind of expect this was going to happen. We do have the ability to lease a lot of things these days. One of the big ones out there is probably cars. A lot more people are turning to that rather than owning them. They are leasing brand new cars. So, yeah, it was only a matter of time before consoles are offering it as well. I think it's only going to be a matter of time before Microsoft are offering it as well, unless they already do, and I'm not aware of it. But yeah, I could see this coming in, obviously, with the pricing. So I just had a look through. So obviously, this was PlayStation's site to do with the lease. I will include this link in the description below. It just goes on the website to say that with Flex you can lease a PlayStation 5 and upfront cost on super flexible monthly rolling plan that you can cancel any time. I've had a bit of a delve and I can't see if there's any reports of whether you have to pay a fee to cancel. So that might be just something to have a look into. Considering it's a monthly rolling deal, I don't presume there is. Because obviously it's a rolling monthly contract. Once you're done with it, just send it back. So you can have it for a year, send it back. There's also a frequently asked questions page, which I've also had a look at as well. It talks about the leasing, talks about cancelling your order. Do you need to worry? Does it talk about cost there? Sure, if you have a change of heart, you can cancel and return for free within 14 days. After 14 days, an early cancellation charge may apply if you cancel before 18 months. Okay, so that does give us a little bit of help there, that if you cancel it before 18 months, you may potentially have a cancellation charge. but after 18 months, it potentially doesn't seem like there is. It talks about what to do if you want to upgrade and all that sort of stuff. So I'll include all these links in the description below, but I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. If you are looking at playing a newer console, but you don't want to fork out a lot of money up front, you can take out a lease deal for a 12-month contract to 24 or 36, and then you just return the console afterwards. It's potentially not a bad scheme to look at if you want to kind of jump in and out of gaming. For example, if, like with GTA coming out next year, if you don't want to make the commitment to owning the console because you only want to play one game, maybe this leasing deal is something to maybe look at. Just a little bit of advice there. So when GTA comes out next year, take a lease on the console, have the lease for 12 months, play GTA, play any other games that you want to play, and then if you're not really into playing any other games, you can then send the console back. So just wanted to include that in the video here for you guys. Yes, some may be worth looking into if you don't want to put the fee up front. Moving on to the news that's been doing the rounds over the past 24 hours especially, a lot of you have probably already saw this, but I just wanted to include it in this video, was from IGN have written this, but I know a lot of other companies have written this article as well, is to do with EA cancels the Black Panther game and closes Cliffhanger Games. The article goes on to say that Electronic Arts is cancelling its planned Black Panther game and shutting down developer Cliffhanger Games, IGN has learned. In an email sent to staff from EA Entertainment President Laura Meal said that these changes, alongside other recent cancellations and layoffs, are being done to sharpen our focus and put our creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities. In addition to closing Cliffhanger Games and cancelling Black Panther, EA is also laying off some individuals on both its mobile and central teams. So obviously a lot of companies at the moment are laying different departments off and staff off. This is another one of those casualties to do with that. So anyone who's anticipating the Black Panther game, unfortunately that game is not going ahead. Well, especially not with EA. Maybe another company will pick it up. I don't know. Obviously Sony has the rights with obviously the Spider-Man game. Maybe it was something to do with that. Maybe it's something to do with rights. But yeah, we'll have to just see if another company's able to pick it up, or it's just it's gone to the ashes. Moving on to the next one. This today comes from Fifth Today, which talks about the real cost of gaming Nintendo Switch 2 to set gamers back by £576. New analysis has found gamers will have to fork out £576 just to get started playing the Nintendo Switch 2. This is factoring in the cost of console, games, accessories and subscriptions. The research was conducted by Truly, which provides ultra-fast broadband especially for gaming. Ahead of a Nintendo Switch 2 launch on the 5th of June, it investigated the real cost of gaming on all of the UK's most popular consoles, taking into account the price of the console, one AAA game, and an entry-level online subscription, headset, and controllers. So if we look at the list that company had done, the most expensive console for UK gamers, the Xbox Series X at $709, PlayStation 5 at $653, Nintendo Switch 2 at $576, the Series S at $559, the Steam Deck at $504, and the Nintendo Switch at $416. I don't think there's any more in the list now. The Xbox Series X is the most expensive overall, with its hefty £450 price tag and the high annual cost of an online subscription, $6.99 a month. So basically this is just an article just basically talking about the real cost of gaming that we kind of overlook at a time, that it isn't just the console. If you want that nice fancy controller, that's a cost. If you want a headset, that's a cost. Obviously Game Pass is a cost every month. As it says there, AAA games, most AAA games these days you're looking at 60 plus. Most of them you're looking at maybe 80. So yeah, with it all in, this is kind of looking at the real cost of gaming for consumers. And when you look at those figures, you do kind of look and think, wow, it is kind of eye-watering, especially like the top one, which is Xbox at £709. It's just crazy to think that the price of not just consoles are increasing, games are increasing, everything is. It is becoming a lot harder to actually be a gamer. Obviously, what's not in that list there is obviously gaming PCs. They can be quite expensive as well. So, yeah, it's a crazy world we live in. Obviously, I think it is being brought more to the public eye. I am seeing a lot more of these sorts of articles. Obviously, there's been kicking off of the costs to do with the rumoured price of GTA, the next Borderlands. So there is a few rumblings there that prices are starting to get a bit out of people's hand, especially with the cost of living crisis that's going on globally at the moment. People are finding it a lot harder to be a gamer. But last but not least with the articles today, I just wanted to bring this one, just a little one to end the video. This comes from Windows Central, and it's talking about CoPilot for gaming beta comes to mobile devices today via the Xbox app. Microsoft previously announced CoPilot for gaming is rolling out today for beta testing on mobile devices via the Xbox app. This news comes via Xbox Wire, where the announcement indicates that players with Android and iOS devices can download the beta version of the Xbox app and start giving feedback on the ultimate gaming sidekick, capable of answering questions and giving advice on games. So basically just an AI. So I think it's more the fact of, obviously, if you get stuck on a game, or you need a bit of help on a game, or you need a bit of help with your console, you can ask the AI and it'll hopefully give you answers. It says underneath, as examples, the blog post posits asking questions to CoPilot for gaming, such as finding out the last achievement you earned, finding out when Xbox Game Pass is set to renew, or getting tips for fighting a boss in the South of Midnight. So just a little CoPilot there if you want to download it and give it a beta test, give your feedback back to Microsoft. But yeah, that's about it for today. Like I said, in terms of that leasing one, I'll put those links down in the description as well. But as always, thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks for giving up your time. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you want. And see you guys on the next one. Cheers, thanks. Bye-bye.